And now with the latest business and market news, it's over to Jayne Edwards.
Thanks, Alan. Wall Street closed out an erratic week with more volatility. The market finished 1% lower, but that was actually a recovery from much sharper falls during the trading day. The rising oil price was again to blame. Oil hit a 2.5-year high in New York trade on Friday, rising above $104 a barrel, while in London, Brent crude hit $116. The political unrest in the Middle East and North Africa has sent oil prices 7% higher this week and 17% higher in the past month, and investors are fretting about its impact on economic recovery. It overshadowed the other big news of the week, that stubbornly high US unemployment may finally be coming down. New jobless claims fell to their lowest level since May 2008, and on Friday, America's official unemployment rate dropped below 9% for the first time in nearly 2 years. Through the week, world share markets were mixed. The US and UK ended where they began after a rollercoaster week of rallies and losses. Europe finished in the red, while the Asian markets recorded healthy gains ahead of Friday's oil price spike. With all the local news from the week, here's Tom Elliot.
Well, as you just heard, it was another pretty good week on the Australian share market. It was also a big week for resignations. First, James Packer resigned from the board of Channel 10. Frank Lowy resigned as chairman of Westfield Group. And finally, Sir Rod Eddington decided to retire from the board of Rio Tinto. In all of those cases, the respective share prices rose. You can draw from that what conclusions you may. Oil and gold hit new highs. Sadly, of course, all the unrest in Libya is the reason for this. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the share prices of oil producers Woodside and Santos were stronger, as was the share price for Newcrest Mining, the nation's biggest gold producer. Commonwealth Bank had a difficult time, but of course it took a very unbank-like action of having its ATMs distribute free money to people. As a result, Commonwealth Bank's share price was weaker over the week. Austar shares were very strong. Now, there's a big rumour doing the rounds that Foxtel is going to bid for the company. Most people think this would make a lot of sense. And secondly, that the ACCC would actually wave the deal through. We will see. Equinox Mining was a mining stock that was actually down over the week. That's because it's going to make a bid for Canadian miner London, and in the process Equinox will take on a great deal of debt, which some people saw as a negative for the company. And also, speaking of bids, both the shareholders and the Federal Treasurer decided to approve AMP's tilt at AXA. That completes early next week, and it means some people think the construction of a fifth pillar in the Australian financial services industry. Winner of the week is Guns, up 25% after the federal government extended by a week the approval process for the company's controversial Bell Bay pulp mill. Loser of the week, however, is Centro Properties, down 43%. Centro remains in negative equity despite selling a portfolio of its US assets.